Dude, I'm about to meet my maker answer.
Hello, Agent Peg, ID 7543. Please place your finger on the scanner to proceed.
Hey, I'm Jonathan. I'm Alex. And we're here to review the new, crazy, over-the-top comic book adaptation of Kingsman, The Secret Service. So, Alex, what were you thinking going into this movie?
When I saw the trailer, my first thoughts were, man, this looks like it's going to be a really awesome action movie with some cool choreography and nice artistic fighting, and I think it delivered.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was definitely looking forward to it. It did have like this over-the-top fun feel, but it was rated R, so I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But I found out that this is the same director of Kick-Ass who did it, so it makes sense, and I think that overall it was a very fun...
It really is the same director. I did not know that.
Yeah, and overall it's a very crowd-pleasing movie.
Now in hindsight, I kind of see the kick-ass vibe in the background.
Alright, so first let's start with the pros. The action is fantastic. Overall, it's over the top and all, but it's realistic necessarily.
I mean, I think most of it is, except for a little bit of, the interesting flipping and spy stuff. But I think it's in a way that's less, like they're trying to do serious action and they do it wrong, more like it's what it should be for this story.
Yeah, they knew exactly what it was, and they weren't trying to be a very serious movie. They were just like, screw it, we're just going to throw everything we have. Let's have fun with this.
Yeah.
Also, this movie has very likable characters. I thought the main protagonist was very relatable.
Yeah, definitely say that. Definitely say that too, because the main character, I kind of thought he was going to be a little bit of a wash, maybe a character that they make you try to like too hard. You know, I thought it was going to be one of those characters that was very unfortunate as a child, and then we were forced into liking him, into him becoming this amazing action hero. And I thought it was going to be a little cheesy, but they pulled it off.
They really did. Also, Colin Firth, who plays one of the main agents in this movie, he's like one of the major selling point, is the best part. I think he was awesome.
Yeah.
His character is very proper and pristine, but when he loses it, it's like...
It's the best.
Yeah, there's going to be a scene in this movie where everyone is going to be talking about, and you'll know what we're talking about when you see it.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible.
Yeah.
Also, the main villain of this movie, Samuel Jackson.
He definitely was an interesting villain. And it was, I think the whole hero-villain thing was just a great little toss-up, and it added this kind of, this extra, I am unique finesse to the Kingsman movie.
It's almost like it was making fun of James Bond movies, in a way, with the eccentric villain.
More like it was making fun of every...
Spy movie?
Not spy movie. And more like it was making fun of every villain hero. Like Spider-Man, Batman, Bourne, James Bond, whatever. It doesn't matter. It was making fun of the whole stereotypical villain with the stereotypical hero. Villain talks for an hour, etc. It was very good how that they changed that dynamic.
So this movie didn't have a whole lot wrong with it, but I did think it had two little problems. Every now and then some of the CG was a little bit questionable.
I did not see that. I think that's Jonathan's little kind of nitpick with every single movie. He'll watch the best CG movie, and then he'll be like, well, there was one time where there was a green screen, and yet they didn't use green screen in the entire movie. To be fair,
I'm not sure what the budget of this movie was, and considering it's a franchise starter...
And, seeing as you were not on set, you don't know when there was green screen and where there wasn't, so maybe what you're seeing could be other effects.
Okay, fine. Basically, it was just a few things, like sometimes the character backgrounds were a little off, or there's this scene where a balloon explodes, and I'm just like, no, that doesn't look good.
But the thing is, you guys would not notice it had he not pointed it out. Now, if he points it out and you guys watch the movie, you're going to be expecting there to be bad CGI, and you'll see every little nitpick, every little thing that they didn't polish perfectly. So, shame on Jonathan.
So, the only other thing I thought that was a little wrong with this movie is that I thought it was a little too cheesy at times.
Just say it was occasionally cheesy.
So the only other thing was that this movie was occasionally cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little cheesy, but I kind of think that it was a little bit of a good thing, not so much a con. Just because, again, this movie is kind of a toss-up on the whole hero-villain thing, and it's got this extra little character to it that I think the cheesiness kind of added, and I think it separates us from the whole protagonist-antagonist thing that we see in every movie, basically.
Overall, Kingsman was a really fun time with just, for me, I had a little... shit. So overall, Kingsman was a really fun time. The only issues I had with it were just small little nitpicks that was more me than him. But overall, it was a complete blast, and I think it's definitely going to be one of the best of this year, which is why I'm going to award it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Alright, well, you know, 4.5, I don't know how you got that minus that 0.5 rating, but I kind of think that it deserved a little bit more because I thought it was definitely a solid movie, and my nitpicks were probably smaller, if not non-existent. So I give it a 4.8 out of 5.
Alright, Alex really digging this one.
I did.
So, how did you like the review? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Make sure to let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter at StubMasters. If you want to buy some really cool StubMasters merchandise, you can go on cafepress.com/StubMasters. We're selling shirts, mugs, and even magnets for your car that all have our logo on them.
And also, since I love this movie, I just want to see what you guys think of this movie if you decide to go see it. So, remember to hit that comment and I might respond.
Hope you liked the review. Have an excellent day.